Lexi Hole goes off, Caitlin Clark gets her first tech, and Sophie Cunningham goes down as the Fever beat the Atlanta Dream for an undefeated.
Stephanie White didn't see it coming, and neither did Indiana Fever fans. Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Sophie Cunningham all took some hard hits from the Atlanta Dream in a game that quickly turned physical. What followed left the Fever's head coach speechless and the fan base furious, as tension boiled over both on the court and online. The situation escalated fast, with clips of the rough plays circulating widely, and fans demanding accountability. Receipts are piling up, and the backlash is growing by the minute. This preseason drama isn't just a heated moment. It's shaping up to be a full-on storm. And we're diving into it with facts, not fluff. Alright, let's talk about this preseason mess before Fever fans completely lose it. Caitlin Clark is the golden goose of the WNBA right now. Rookie or not, she's the engine that should be driving the entire Indiana squad. But instead of giving her the keys, Coach Stephanie White seems determined to reinvent the wheel with a clunky motion offense that feels straight out of 2012 UConn. It's frustrating to watch such a generational talent being underutilized in a system that doesn't play to her strengths, and fans are starting to notice. It's almost disrespectful how Caitlin is being used. She's a generational playmaker, known for dropping dimes and pulling up from the logo like she owns a piece of the three-point line. Yet she's being played off the ball. It makes no sense, and fans are left scratching their heads wondering why someone with her talent isn't being put in the driver's seat from the start. Let's break down the numbers. Against the Atlanta Dream, Caitlin Clark finished with 13 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. On paper, it looks decent, maybe even solid for a rookie, but most of that came early. She had 11 of those points by halftime. Then in the third quarter, she scored just 2. Not because she got hurt, not because she sat out. She was on the floor the whole time, but you wouldn't know it. It looked like she was just doing cardio, running in circles around screens like she's Reggie Miller, except the ball never found its way back to her hands. It's not just ineffective, it's almost insulting. The system they're running doesn't lean into her strengths at all, and that's what has fans frustrated. You don't draft the most electric player in women's college basketball history just to use her as a decoy. Then it got worse. People were already side-eyeing the offense, but things really unraveled when Clark started taking hits from the Dream defense. Elbows, hip checks, aggressive closeouts. The physicality was turned all the way up. And the refs? Completely asleep. There was one play where she got leveled on a screen, hit the floor, and just laid there looking at the official like, "Are we playing tackle now?" And it wasn't just her. Sophie Cunningham took a hard foul in the second quarter that looked more WWE than WNBA. Aaliyah Boston was getting swarmed in the paint like she owed someone money. Atlanta came out playing like it was the playoffs, and the Fever barely had an answer. Meanwhile, Stephanie White stood on the sideline with her arms folded like she was coaching a middle school game. No technical, no confrontation with the refs, no fire at all. She looked stunned, and maybe she was. Because if this is how physical it's getting in preseason, imagine what happens when the real games start in June. And then there's the roster moves. The Fever waived Grace Berger and kept Sydney Colson. Nothing against Colson. She's a good locker room presence, brings energy, good vibes, but let's be real. Is she giving you quality minutes when it counts? Not really. Berger was a solid backup point guard who could actually help give Caitlin a breather without the offense falling apart. Fans noticed. Social media lit up right after the cut, with people asking why the team seems to be building a roster that doesn't support Caitlin at all. That's the core issue. If you're going to build around a rookie phenom, then actually build around her. You don't draft Steph Curry and then run a post-heavy offense. And now it's not just the fans complaining. Analysts, podcasts, WNBA Twitter, even former players are starting to speak up. There's real concern that if Clark stays trapped in this system all season, her rookie campaign could be forgettable. Not because she lacks talent, but because the coaching is dragging her down.